Good evening and welcome back to Elliott Astro-Imaging. I am the host and welcome to episode 29. As we are back after 1 week of no podcasts or anything. I was sick a little bit last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so I did not get a chance. As Tuesday was clear last week, did not get a chance to get out here as much as I would have loved to, so the schedule has been delayed a little bit. Last night I went out to the BMO, and we actually imaged VDB1, which is what I got last episode, which was last Monday, and we went out and got it with the C14, and it turned out fantastic. And I will put this on my Facebook page so everybody can take a look at it. And that turned out really well. So I was very, very happy with that. And they did it with the C14, and they also did it with the NP101. I will post both of those tomorrow. But for today, we're following along the schedule, and where we have is what we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting Gamma Cassiopeia, which is, in other terms, it's Navi. That is the star in Cassiopeia, and we are going to be getting the nebulosity, which is IC59, which is just off of the star. So you'll be able to see the little bit of nebulosity. I'm going to try to get it with mostly the Orion camera tonight. It is a very, very small object. I'm going to try to get it with the QHY, but it's not going to look so well. So we're going to definitely go with that. Guiding just finished, so we're going to see how guiding goes tonight. I'm hoping guiding's going to be a lot better than it has been in the past. We've had some pretty bad nights for guiding, so we're going to try. We're going to see what we can get. So we are going to go with the Orion camera tonight, and I'm going to run a sequence. And so give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this up. We're going to try 7-minute exposures tonight and see what we get. Maybe it's going to be good. Maybe it's not. But as I've said in many, many, many episodes, you don't know until you actually try. So we're going to give it all we got tonight and see what we get. Looking at the guiding in the beginning, not too bad. It's right ascension's a little off. We're going to fix that. Declination's definitely there, so that's a good thing. So we're going to see. We're going to really crank the right ascension. There we go. Right ascension's going back where it needs to be. Fantastic. Get back there. Get back there. Let me pick a different star. Let's pick that one. That one looks really good. I like that one. That one should be really good. So we're going to see what that does. Pretty level. So that's hopefully, yep, right ascension is following that line. So that's great. Go back up. Go back up. Fantastic. Okay. So that's great. Now let's go to, we're still going to try the QHY. I'm not going to make any guarantees on the QHY. We're going to do short exposures with the QHY just to start out with. So we're going to try 300 seconds. It's on still the Skyglow filter, so it is not on hydrogen alpha. So we don't need to go super, super long with it. And we're going to give it a shot and see. Doesn't look too bad for guiding. It's hovering. I mean, to start out, it's 1.73, but I'm going to change that to 50. 1.47. So we'll see what it does. May have to decrease the exposure here. We'll decrease it down to 1. And stop it, and then restart it again. Oh, I like that guiding. That looks really good. We'll see how that goes, but that looks really nice. All right. So we're going to do the dual side, one on top of the other here, one on each side. So you're going to have the QHY on the left and the Orion on the right. The Orion's going to run at 420 seconds, which is 7 minutes exposure, and the QHY is going to run at 5 minutes. And we'll see what we get on both of them. I'm running a longer exposure on the Orion because I want to see if I can really pull out this nebulosity. Now, where it is in comparison to the image, this is going to take a while, so we're going to minimize this, and we're going to bring this over to the left here. Okay. The Starry Night on the right, and then the Orion on the left. And what I want to do is I want to do some star matching. Now, granted, the Orion camera, yes, I know the Orion camera is flipped upside down. So the stars that you see, it's actually rotated it's rotated off just a little bit. So it's going to take a little bit of time for me to actually get this just right. But to do the star matching, to figure out exactly where we are, is Navi is right here. So it's called Gamma Cassiopeia. Okay. And that's that star. And usually when I do the star matching is the one thing you want to do is you want to look for patterns. And if you can see the patterns, then you know exactly where you are and what's going on. You can see that there's a Y, like a Y shape right here. So that is an indication that there's got to be a star pattern of Y. Well, if looking at this looks to be a Y right here. And you would think that this is a Y, but it's too close. I don't think it's this one here. My guess is it's got to be this one right here, because if you look at it, you can see a double star, which is just off to the right of it. That's these two stars right here. And then if you look down to the bottom here, you see two more stars. That is these two right here. So if you know that this is Gamma Cassiopeia, and you know that this is the Y, and that's what these two are, most likely this right here is going to be right in this area right here. And then the other one, which is a big one, should be just a little bit to the left of it. It should be right here. So I was trying to get Gamma Cassiopeia in here along with the two nebula on the bottom. I tried to look to see if it would fit between both of them. It should. It should fit between the two of them very nicely. So we should see in about 12 seconds to take a look to see if they'll fit in both of them. And I think they will. I think we should be in good shape with this, as I have this running really well. So let's take a look. Now, there might be a little bit of star drift, so I'm not going to worry too much about the star drift right now at this point. I do see some nebulosity, so we're in good shape with that. So we are in the right area, which is great. Yep, we are in the right area. So you can see that there's nebulosity right in here. You can see that there's like a little triangle right here. And then you can see like there's a little line that goes right across here. And that's the two nebula right there. This is IC59 and IC63. Now, where they are in comparison, again, you can do the star matching to see exactly where it is. You have this line, this Y that you see here. That's this right here. And then if you follow it to the right, that's this right here. So this is IC63 right here. And then this one on the bottom left is going to be IC59. So it worked out just great. I was kind of worried to see if we were going to get anything on this because of the light pollution here in Western New York. So that was my biggest concern, is I wasn't sure if we were going to get anything. So I'm really, really glad that we got something out of this. So very, very happy. We're going to check the QHY here to see exactly what we get for that. We'll make this bigger so we can really see it here. We'll do fit to window. So again, looking at the stars and looking at where we're supposed to be, you can see that there's the Y, and that's what we're looking for. So you're going to start seeing some nebulosity here and nebulosity there. But of course, naturally, we're not shooting in hydrogen alpha, so we might not see anything with this, which I'm not seeing much. Well, there is a little bit. You can just barely see it. There is some right in this area right here. So that's right there. You can see that there's a little triangle right here. And then you can definitely see there's just a tiny, tiny bit right here. So there is a little bit. Again, I'm not really too concerned with this one. It's going to look cool, but it's not going to be like spectacular. I just didn't feel like putting the hydrogen alpha filter back on. So I'm just going to shoot this in just regular sky glow filter, see what I can get, and be able to get some of the stars. So this one won't be too bad, but my ultimate focus right now at this point is going to be the Orion camera tonight and see what I can get with this, see what we can pull out of this. I'm hoping we can get something really good out of this, because looking at this first 7-minute image looks pretty sweet. So I'm pretty impressed so far. And I may do 10-minute exposures too. So we'll give it some time. Should be about another 200 seconds on this one. And then we'll put this in Deep Sky Stacker Live. I'm going to make this a short session. I'm not going to do too much tonight. I was out till about 2 a.m. going into this morning, so it is I'm tired, and I was debating whether or not I was going to do a podcast or not, but I said, you want to know what? I got to get this. This is one of the objects that it's on the list for the schedule. It's been a week since I last did a podcast, so I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, when is he going to get out there? When is he going to do this? And last night I was hemming and hawing all night whether or not I was going to go to the observatory or not. And I just decided at the last second I was going to go because the seeing conditions were so good out there, and I'm glad that I went because I did not make a mistake. It was gorgeous out there last night. So we were good. And again, I will post those images on my page for Facebook. And also, I will get to I'll make another box or something on my webpage for all the images that I take out at the BMO. It is their equipment. I did not bring any of my stuff, so I went out there and used theirs. So I'll make another page so that way I can credit the BAA for their stuff. So we'll do fine with that. Got about less than 100 seconds on this one. Let me check how guiding's going. Not bad, 1.27, so not bad. And I think a satellite just went through the damn picture again. We are having a habit of having satellites go through these images constantly. So I don't know. It looks like it went through. We'll see what it looks like. I really don't know. Well, this one's done, so we'll see how the stars look with this one. Much better. It's still tiny out of focus, though. And there's the satellite that just went through. And yes, you can see it. It is right here. You can see there is nebulosity right there. And you can see there's a nebulosity right there. So there is some. So maybe we'll work with it. We'll see what we can get. We'll see. It is another hot night out there tonight. So the heat could affect these cameras tonight. So there's no moon. It is a new moon, so we're good to go with that. But the heat could affect these cameras a lot tonight. So we're going to find out. Let me center this here. There we go. Center the two, so this way it doesn't go out of view. Much better. Much better. And there it is on this on the left side. It actually looks like there was 2 satellites that went through on the bottom left-hand corner. So it did miss this camera by oh so much. And that's fine with me. But that is much better. The stars are looking really good. I'm going to like this image. This is going to turn out really well. I want to pull up Deep Sky Stacker Live here. Let me pull that up now. Perfect. So now we'll go Deep Sky Stacker Live. Fantastic. So we are good with that. All right. So we have 2 images, which is a total of 14 minutes. Oh, too much. There we go. Fantastic. So now you're going to be able to see. Now, yes, it looks a little grainy because, of course, when I'm trying to get it to be centered here. Come on. There we go. So it's going to look a little grainy because we only have 2. And yes, you're going to start seeing some weird artifacts on the left-hand side. You're going to see some weird circles and lines and stuff. Not going to worry about that too much. I think mostly the goal is just to get this right here. And we're going to see what this does and where we stand with that. So this is going to turn out really well. If I can get about 10 or 11 of these, that would put me at just a little bit over an hour. So then we'll see what we can get. This is looking really nice. I think this is going to turn out super, super awesome. If guiding can stay exactly where we want it, we're running at 1.1 right now for arc seconds for guiding. So guiding we're doing really well. Actually, right now we're under 1 right now. We're at 1.01.99. So I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. That means we're going to have some solid images. And look at that. I'm pretty impressed with some of these images that I've been taking so far. Let's see if I can zoom in here to see. Yeah, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. And I actually got the chance to take a look at a couple other people's images of this and see what they can get. It is a hard object to image because the bright star. Lately, it's been fun trying to find these. It's so easy. You find a bright star, you look to the right, boom, done. You don't have to worry about anything else. It's right there, and that's it. But the problem with that is when you're imaging these, the brightness of that star can overshadow some of these objects, and they're not going to be as bright as you would want them to be. So that could be a little bit of a problem, but not too much. If you have a sensitive camera, it should be fine. If you take long enough exposures and you take a bunch of them, I don't foresee it being a huge problem, as far as I know. Looking at this, and I was looking at a picture earlier, it was an APOD, November 3rd, 2011. And looking at this, we got the majority of this nebula. This is going to be fantastic. What it does is there's like a mountaintop up top here, almost like a mountaintop, comes down around here, and then it ends, and there's like a little end point right here, and then comes around and then goes like this. So it's like a mountain range right here. Then there's a little tiny bit right here, and then you have this right here. What it does is it'll go here, and then again, there's another mountaintop right here, and then goes around and then just disappears up in here, and then it goes down around here. So these are the two that ultimately what I want, and that's what I planned on getting. So we saw it, we got it, and now we're just going to try to image the living hell out of this to see what we got. Right now we are on number 3. We have about 80 seconds left on the third one, and guiding is right now. So we are doing really, really well. Couple of things on my website is I've been working very, very, very hard on my website here and trying to get the homepage all sorted out and organized here. Okay, so I pulled up my webpage. The things that I've been adding to it are, and I'm actually going to make this bigger here. There we go. Okay, so the one thing that I added is on the bottom here on the left-hand side, that I've added new links to people that I've been talking to and things that I've been participating in over the last couple of months, and coinciding with other people on Twitter or on Facebook or on Google Plus or anything like that, talking to everybody and having them subscribe. And in turn, I'm putting their website on my page and mentioning them on my webcast. So Global Star Party, I go on there once every other week as they try to do U.S. and Eastern Canada. And then they do the New Zealand and Australia edition on the opposing week. So when it's the New Zealand edition, it's 8 a.m. my time. And that is not a good time for me because 8 a.m. means I got to get ready for work and I'm getting ready to do things. So, and that's Saturday morning for me. So I can't do it, or Sunday morning. When it's Eastern Canada and US, it's usually 10 p.m. Saturday night. And that's when I'm out there. And I did it 2 weeks ago and it was awesome. So the Global Star Party, if you click it, what it will do is it will actually go right to the Global Star Party Live on for Google+. And here it is right here. Global Star Party Live. If you're an astronomer, by all means, try to join them, talk to them, interact with them. They have a bunch of things on there, which is really cool. You know, check them out. And I've been on in a couple of weeks with them. Super awesome. The next one is My Astro-Images, and that is Doug Hubble. Doug has been doing processing and techniques, and he actually just put out a new one about a dew heater, so check him out. And with My Astro-Images, it is a really cool site. It is amazing. He has a great following, and what he does is he has a forum, and everybody can post their images. You can vote on those images as a monthly winner, as you can see. He also has a wall of fame. So that is really awesome. This one was the fourth quarter of last year. Phenomenal image of M42 and the Running Man. Absolutely phenomenal. You can see the dust lens and everything. Super, super, super cool. And if you go over to where it says forums, you can actually check out his forums. You have to log in, and he has to accept you, I think. Either that or you have to just be approved or whatever it may be. Definitely register. And when you go on My Astro-Images here, it will have, you can post your images, you can post a question, you can do the image contest, which he updates on a monthly basis. There it is. Okay. Took a little bit to go. So as you can see here, there's images, monthly image contest. You click the monthly image contest. There is one up currently for July, and they already did the voting for June, which actually they have one for August now too, which is nice. So they must have just posted the August one yesterday. Fantastic. So June is right here. Now, I'm going to give myself a little shout out. No votes, by the way. People, no votes whatsoever. Eastern Vale was what I put up there, and it went up against IC 1396, North America, and Solar. And these are the images that it went up against. You can't beat that. I mean, that's the elephant trunk right here. That's a phenomenal image right there. This was my image here. Yes, it's taking a little bit of time to load, but this was the veil that I did in June, and we actually did an episode on this. So that was a phenomenal image as we were taking, I think it was 8-minute images with the QHY and doing it in hydrogen alpha. When we were rolling with that. It was a phenomenal one. Went up against North American Nebula. That is a gorgeous image. What they did was they minimized the stars on this and increased the nebulosity and masked it. That looks really neat. That is awesome. And then the winner for June was the solar image. Can't beat that. I mean, that is really cool. You can see the prominence on the bottom here, the prominence. And that's a full disc. Fantastic images. I mean, but I know that I've been doing this with this site of trying to put in my image for the contest. I've yet to get a vote. And I think this is the third time that I've put an image in. I think I did one a few months ago, and then I did one last year. And all 3 times, not one person voted for me. Hey, it is what it is. So people vote. As you can see, he's got a huge, huge following, which is awesome. A lot of people love his videos. They love where he does things. So definitely check him out. And it's right on my website under My Astro-Images. The new one that I just put up there is for astro.com.sg. This is Astro Scientific Center. and it's somebody that I just talked to on Twitter last week. And they have a website, which is right here. It's astro.com.sg. And they have telescope equipment. They have observatories. They have a bunch of things, accessories, binoculars, a whole bunch of things on here. I was actually looking on it, and really cool site. Really, really, really cool site. I'll check them out, as that is really neat. So I like to give these people shouts out, because it's something that helps us out. And, of course, I have the wonderful poll. No one has voted. Not one person. I still have this up here. So, yes, I had the Navi Nebula, which I put it as Navi, but it's IC59. Navi is the star, Gamma Cassiopeia. So that's on there, too. So another new thing I put on here is for the schedule. So this will be updated consistently. I did originally put Monday 8/1 of going to the observatory, and I was going to go to someone's house tonight, but it didn't work out. So this is a little changed. So tonight is episode 29. Thursday will be episode 30. And then Saturday I'm heading out for public night at the Beaver Meadow Observatory for the Buffalo Astronomical Association. Their website's right here. I put that there. Elliott Astro-Imaging for Facebook, that's right there. So that's good. So that is the website in a nutshell. It's golden. It's great. I'm still working on a bunch of things, but we are great. Little off topic, and I apologize. So let me pull up the images here. So give me a second, because we've had a lot to go over the last couple of, lot of information. Let me pull up Deep Sky Stacker here. There we go. So now we're at 28 minutes right now. So not bad. The nebulosity's starting to come out a little bit. So since we were talking before, we went from 14 minutes to 28 minutes. The stars are still really, really good. We're still in great shape with that. Guiding is 1.1, so we're still good for guiding. A week has surpassed, so there's a lot of things that I still got to get back into the swing of things. So bear with me. This might be a train wreck live. I can guarantee you that. I'm pretty sure that things are going to go really bad. So that way we'll show both of them at the same time here. So if anybody sees anything that's odd or different, or it's not working, or you don't see the feed, or something's not right, please let me know. So this way I can fix it immediately. Edited version will be perfect, but the live version could be a train wreck, as it's been a week. So when you don't do something for a week, things start to not run as smoothly as they should, because the QHY is just about done. And we'll see what we can get with that. So right now we're running at about 38, 40 minutes on the podcast. So I'm going to get a couple more of these, and then I'm going to end the broadcast. QHY is done. Oh, it looks good. Those stars are pinpoint. That is gorgeous. Yeah, you can really see the nebulosity right in here. That is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely fantastic. Now, of course, for the 150,000th time, that top corner is always going to be a junk, because I need the field flattener. Either that, or I have to tighten it up as much as possible, because that one section looks really horrendous. So, but that looks really nice. I'm very, very impressed with that. Zoom it in here to see. We'll go 2 times here. I could have touched it up a little bit on focus, though. Well, it's not bad. That's gorgeous. The one on the right is doing really well. I'm really impressed with the one on the right. It's getting darker and it's getting nicer, because it is getting higher up in the sky. So that is phenomenal. Yeah, that's gorgeous. I might do a couple more at the 7-minute mark, and if guiding goes super well, I may extend this out to 10 minutes. Oh my God, guiding is doing really well. So yeah, I'm gonna probably just shoot the living hell out of this and try to get as much exposure time as I possibly can. I'm really impressed. I'm super, super, super impressed. I'm very, very happy with this so far. Let me check if I can maneuver this a little bit here. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. Wow. Yeah, you can really set. That is absolutely phenomenal. The fact that you can really get this out here. It doesn't get any better. I was telling a lot of people last night when we were at North Java is that their skies are in the yellow zone and mine are in the red. There's one more below me, and that's in the white, and that's the worst. So to get objects like this where there is so much light pollution, that's amazing. That in itself is super, super cool. So I'm very, very happy that we can get something like this. And actually, it broadens the objects of what we can get. I don't have to just shoot for the super bright object and then just end it at that. I can get these ones. It may take a lot of time. Like the Wizard, I think I got about 2 hours, an hour and 45 minutes of the Wizard, and that turned out really well. The moon was up, so it definitely screwed up the image big time. But I could probably shoot it next month, and I might even do it when, if I go to, Cherry Springs, or if I go down to the observatory, I might just shoot it down with that. Which leads me to my next thing. Next month, I am planning on heading out to Cherry Springs, which is near Coudersport, Pennsylvania. I should be heading out there. The start party is from September 2nd to September 4th. Again, I'm in the midst of getting a secondary setup. Right now, I have the setup for here at home. That is all I have. And it would take forever to bring it down there, set it up, break it down, and bring it back over here. It would be more work than would it be worth. So in the next 25 to 30 days, I'm hoping to get a secondary setup so I can just take the cameras down and image down there. That's if the weather cooperates. A lot of people throughout the club of the BAA say it's the Black Forest Rain Party. I've went there twice, and both times it poured. So I don't know. It's going to be a play-by-ear kind of thing. I was going to go this past June, and I didn't have the setup, so I didn't go. I was going to go last June, but the weather was terrible, so I didn't go with that either. We'll take it for what it's worth. We'll see. I'm hoping the weather's going to be nice. I really, really am, because an image like this, if I were to take a 7-minute image of this out there, you would get everything. There would be no light pollution whatsoever. Everything would be pristine. The backdrop for the sky would be 10 times darker, and it would look 1,000 times better. I'm hoping I'll keep everybody updated and let everybody know. As it stands right now, I don't have a secondary setup, so I don't know at this point yet. We're probably going to let this image run its course, and then I'm going to end the broadcast as we're running close to an hour. So I don't want to take up too much of people's time that are watching live. I like to keep this between 45 minutes to an hour live, and about 25 to 30 minutes edited. So we'll let this go one more shot, and then we'll see exactly what we get. And looking at guiding, we're at 0.99. So we're doing really well for guiding. I'll let this go for about another 60 seconds, and then we're going to end the podcast. All right, the image are still in great shape. Fantastic. So another great image session. We are golden for tonight. I'm going to take as many images as I possibly can with this tonight. So I want to thank everybody for watching and for joining me tonight. It's been a week, but we're doing good. I will be back out here on Thursday. Vote, vote, vote. I want people to vote for the object of what I want to get next. The objects will be up on my webpage on elliotastronomy.com. So again, thank you for watching and have a wonderful night. Bye. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please hit the like and the subscribe button for more updates. Until the next episode, see you all later.